we are assigned to tackle the chapter 12 of the life and works of Jose Rizal.
So before anything else, we would like to conduct a short energizer so that we can set the mood for today's discussion.
So everyone, na kanang nagkigda dira, naglingkod or nagunsa pa mo dira. So come and join us, manayaw na ta. Na-energize na ba ang tanan? So, I will give the floor to Miss Estrella to formally start our discussion.
Okay, so thank you, Ms. Dagatan. So the topic that was assigned to us is the chapter 12, Indolence or Industry. So to formally start my topic, I would like to read this paragraph and to explain it to all of you. So in the opening scene of Noli Me Tangere, a social gathering in the house of Capitan Tiago serves as a venue for guests to mingle and converse. In one such occasion, Father Damaso explicitly states his opinion of the Indio. So when we say Indio, it is during the Spanish colonization, the natives or the Filipinos, they were not called as Filipinos but rather they are called Indios, meaning inferior races. So while speaking to a young man about the native Filipinos, Damaso exclaims, "As I believe in the gospel, the Indian is so indolent." So by saying this, Damaso or Padre Damaso is suggesting that what he just said or his statement is not his own opinion but rather it is the truth. Yeah, to continue, to this, the young man poses the question, does this indolence actually naturally exist among the natives? Or is there some truth in what a foreign traveler says that with this indolence we excuse our own, as well as our backwardness and our colonial system? So gay-question yun sa katong young man ang gisulti ka Padre Damaso no nga natural ba gyud nga mga tapulan ang mga Filipino? Like is it inherent or like natural ra ba gyud nila? Or like gigamit lang nila ang mga Filipinos para gani kanang i-excuse ang ilahang mga own nga mga binuhatan or ang ilang mga pagpamaagi during sa katungatan. So indolence in the natives was a view commonly held by foreigners who came to the Philippines as evident in the conversation narrated above. Rizal and the other propagandists, however, felt that this view was misguided and made efforts for its rectification. So moogid ni ang mga pagtanaw sa mga Spanish o sa mga foreigners during that time naton mga Filipinos no nga ang mga Filipinos is mga lazy kuno or mga indolent. Nya si Rizal ug mga ang other propagandists is nakaingon nga no, dapat kanang mautro gani ang ilahang mga pagtanaw kay dili man pud na sakto tanan, di ba? Like are there any factors that we should consider nga nang matawag nga lazy ang Filipinos? So that is the topics or that is the question that we can answer in this topic. So through Rizal's essays sobre la indolencia de los Filipinos and the indolence of the Filipinos, this would be the topic that we will tackle this afternoon. So next is for the vocabulary. So first is we have the Indio. Indio is a term used by the Spaniards to refer to the native Filipinos, occasionally used in a derogatory manner. So when you say derogatory manner, it is like mocking or disrespecting as the native or the Filipinos. So next is we have the Moro piracy, a series of raids in several Philippine towns committed by Muslims from Mindanao during the 17th to 18th centuries. So Moro piracy, they were known for or are involved in acts of raiding, looting, and capturing ships and coastal communities in the surrounding area. So like karang murag mga tulisan no, something mga ingana sila. And next is, we have here the next story. So Filipinos during the period of Spanish colonization were commonly described as lazy. So pareha sa ako mga gipang sulti kaganihan no nga, during sa Spanish colonization, ang pagtanaw sa mga Spanish o sa mga foreigners natong mga Filipinos is mga tapulan with kuno like mga indolent. Several foreigners visiting the Philippines from the 17th to the 19th centuries affirmed this view with their observations. So ang mga sultisad sa foreigners is kanang ilasad gid kuno ni na-observe sa mga Filipino. Parehas ni Gemelli Carreri was an Italian adventurer and traveler who lived from 1651 to 1725. He said that it is their laziness that makes them appear less ingenious. And when we say less ingenious, it is like less inventive or mga less innovative people. He said that they are entirely addicted to it. That if they are walking and they find a turn run into their foot, they will not stop to it out of the way that another may not tread on it. So like bisag unsaon kuno ba nga kanang bisag matunok or bisag masapid pa kuno na sila diha ang uban nga mga Filipinos, di kuno na nila kuha ng mga nakasapid o nakatunok nila para dili sad kuno masapid ug matunok ang uban. Singa na ilang mga pagtanaw sa Filipinos so like mga tapulan gid kuno ba. Napapoy usa nga si Gaspar de Agustin. He was a Spanish writer and historian who lived from 1807 to 1841. Gaspar said that their laziness is such as if they open a door, they never close it. And if they take any implement for any use, such as a knife, pair of scissors, hammer, and etc., they never return it whence they took it, but drop it there at the foot of the work. So, mga dili kuno kahibaw manguli no sa mga butang sa proper nga butanganan. Naapa po yung usa nga nagsulti, si Fyodor Jagor, was a German scholar and explorer, traveled extensively in the Philippines during the 1850s. And he said that along the river passing, somebody might be seen asleep on a heap of coconuts. If the nuts run ashore, the sleeper rouses himself, pushes off with a long bamboo, and contentedly relapses into slumber, as his eccentric crafts regains the current of the river. So mo ginail ha mga pagtanaw nato no, so overall ato is like mga tapulan gani kuno like parehas ang ilha sulti is kana ang perfect kuno nga example sa mga Pilipino sa ila pagtanaw sa una is paras gani ni Juan Tamad. Di ba si Juan Tamad kay kanang naato si ganahan kaunon nga katkatunon then wala gid niya gikatkat bisag kaya ra gid unta niya. Nagpaabot ra siya sa ubos ta kahoy, nagpalandong, nagnanga niya, nagpaabot siya nga kanang matagak ang katong niya ganahan kaunon bisag if buot hunahon kaya ra gid niya kuhaon if ganahan lang siya. Mao na ang perfect example ug unsa ang pagtan-aw sa mga foreigners o sa Spanish natong mga Filipinos sa una. More than simple observation, the remarks given by these foreigners resulted in a perennial view of the Filipinos as incapable or inherently lacking in abilities. So tungod sa ilang mga observations no kay murag ang uban sad gani foreigners is kung makaari sila Philippines mo na pud nang ilahang tan-aw sa mga Filipinos nga mga indolent, mga lacking in abilities kuno. So to elaborate further the topic in the chapter 12, Indolence or Industry, may I call on Nikki Dagatan for the continuation of our reporting.
Thank you, Ms. Estrara. So to continue our topic, the chapter 12 of Indolence or Industry, so we have here sobre la indolencia de los Filipinos, or in English, on the indolence of the Filipinos. So this is the title of the essay of Rizal, and this is the longest essay of Rizal. So it was realized in 6 issues of La Solidaridad from July 15 to September 15, 1890. So La Solidaridad is a newspaper that served as the organ of the reform movement. So take note that La Solidaridad is also the name of their organization. So ang La Solidaridad kay nahimo ni siya para sa mga ilustrado or mga Filipino na naa sa Spain. Kay para ngadto nila masuwat freely ang ilahang mga thoughts, ang ilahang ideas about sa Spanish government. So Rizal was influenced by Gregorio Santiago's earlier work in 1881. So ang title ato na work ni Santiago kay ang El Progreso de las Filipinas, or the Progress of the Philippines. So Santiago was advocated for reforms in government taxation system, emphasizing the importance of fair taxation. And Santiago emphasized that role of education in driving progress and enlightenment of in society. He believed that an educated populace was a crucial for societal development. So ang gikuan ngadto ni Santiago sa ang iyahang gi-advocate gid ngadto ang mga gusto sad niya og mga pagbabago about sa education o sa government taxation kay like murag unfair na kaayo ang Spanish government sa mga Filipinos. So mao ni siya ang gikuan ni Rizal nga usa sad sa mga factors nga nung matawag nga indolence ang mga Filipino. So Gregorio Santiago was a lawyer or a Filipino lawyer born in Malabon on March 7, 1852 and died on November 17, 1897 at the age of 45. So Rizal does not deny the existence of indolence in the Filipinos. So diri wala gi-deny ni Rizal nga makuansad na lazy ang mga Filipinos, but naani siya factors. Ako nag-ingon ganina usa na to sa taxation kay syempre like ang mga farmers na dako sila kayo og tax pareha tong nahitabo sa hacienda di Calamba. So dako kay silag tax or dako kay silag bayranan katong kanon nga gitawag nga fixed amount ngadto. Then ang gikuan ngadto kay like di ba napahawa ang pamilya ni Rizal ngadto, it's because wala na sila kabayad tungod sa kadako na sa ilahang bayranan. Then gamay ra kayo ang ilahang income or wala na makuha nila ba kay gamay ra to ang kuan sa sugar o sa rice. So according to him, the Filipinos were not always lazy. So diri nagikuan ni Rizal nga ang mga Filipinos dili man na mga tapulan permi kay naara man ay mga factors nga nung mahimo silang tapulan. Then he mentioned the account written by Pigafetta as a proof that Filipinos are not indolent. Kay dito sa account written nga to ni Pigafetta nga to gi-state ni Pigafetta ko unsa kakuan ang mga Filipinos nga to that before pa lang gani ang colonialization sa mga Spanish area sa Philippines kay kahibaw na sila nana nila ang mining, like magkuha na sila atong mga gold na katong mga utensils na pure gold niya. So Pigafetta described the flourishing trade of goods such as cinnamon, pepper, nuts, and other articles. So daghan may gipang suwat ngadto si Pigafetta na nagkuan gid sa mga Filipinos. So the presence of gold in the Philippines highlighting the mining activities of the early inhabitants and their skilled craftsmanship in making vessels and utensils from pure gold. So no, sa akong gisulti ganina no, nagikuan ni Pigafetta ang katong sa mga golds, mga utensils na hinimo sa pure gold. So makuha na nato no na ang mga Filipinos kay dili gid sila mga indolent or mga lazy na mga tao. Kay ang Filipinos that time pa lang gani kahibaw na sila about mining, na sila idea unsa nang mining ug nakahimo na silang mga utensils. So Antonio Pigafetta was an Italian chronicler and explorer who accompanied Ferdinand Magellan on his voyage to circumnavigate the globe. So moto no na naka-witness gid si Antonio Pigafetta og unsa ang Philippines before pa lang naabot ang mga Spanish. So mao ni siya ang gikuan ni Rizal na mao ni pruweba nga dili gid mga lazy ang mga Filipinos. So Rizal criticizes the government for its failures. He also states that the defect of education and lack of national sentiment seen as a contributing factor to indolence. So mao ni siyang mga factor na nakuan sad sa nganong mahimong indolence ang mga Filipino kay lack of national sentiment ang mga Filipinos that time kay wala man sad sila wala man sa encouragement nagihatag ang government ato that time na kaning burag pasagdaan lang mga Filipinos dira wala lang sila ipakiden ang education sa ato that time kay murag paubos gani noon imbes na pababaw ilahang pagtudlo na pa-increase pareha karon di ba na ang ato ang curriculum kay like pa-evolve but ato that time kay pa-down ang gikuan sa una sa education. Murag wala sa kaning kuan ang mga Filipinos ato that time murag wala sila idea. So that's why di ba na pareha ni Rizal ni adto siya sa Spain para makakaton or para makakuan about sa iyahang gikuha gid na kurso kay diri sa Philippines mga basics lang ang ipanghatag na murag dili sad gid aligned about sa ilahang course. So with those factors, Rizal convincingly argues that indolence in the Filipinos is not an inherent trait but rather a malady with its own causes and cures. So kung indolence man gani ang mga Filipinos, naagid na siya'y kausaban or naagid na siya'y tambal para mawa na usa na ang education o ang freedom. So mao na nga to ang state ni Rizal nga makuanan ra ni ang pagka-indolence sa mga Filipino if i-reform or nanay reform mahitabo sa education o nanapoy freedom na mahatag sa mga Filipino. So that would be all about our topic, the chapter 12, Indolence or Industry. So now, we would like to ask a question that you can freely answer through the comment section.
So what are your thoughts on how Jose Rizal argued against the notion of Filipino indolence in his works?
So your questions, clarifications, and to deepen your understanding about our topic will be catered during the face-to-face classes.
So that would be all, and thank you and goodbye everyone!
Goodbye everyone!